forward.
Okay.
And then the other thing, this is always a kind of a sticking point with paddlers. When you get done with a great session, it's always refer to it as paddling and not rowing. Too many people, hey, I was out rowing today. That's good.
Paddling.
You're
okay.
paddling, you got the paddle. And then for a grip, what we suggest is if you put the paddle on top of your head and you hold your arms at a 90-degree angle, this is where your bottom hand's going to be. And then your top hand goes right above.
All the way over here. So
let's
is
just
this too
size
far?
you up. Let's put that, and then maybe bring this hand in. This hand's going to go on the top of the handle.
See, I'm already not listening, Ty.
Yeah, you're not listening
No, you're perfect now.
Okay.
Welcome
and then
to
I
my
paddle
life
like, this
with
is
her.
not going to be easy.
This is going to be, this hand's going to fit right on top of the paddle like
oh my
that.
god, I need a smaller paddle.
Okay, so
No,
you get
that's going to be
Pretty
perfect.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good fit.
All right, now you're going to show me how to get up
Yes.
onto the board, right?
Yeah, if you generally you always want to be in knee-deep water.
Okay.
To protect your equipment, your board, your fin, and so forth, and you a little bit in case you do fall off on that first attempt. So I'll give you the the paddle, and you grab the T-handle just like.
Officially been charged with contract.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Money. So.
Our park here.
Well, good stuff. What a great event here. Thanks for joining us.
Which is right here in the
So
middle.
that's
Okay.
ultimately where your feet are going to end up when you're standing.
Okay.
So generally, if you put the paddle across there,
Okay.
now you can slowly climb to your knees.
Oh, on my knees. I already am on my knees.
There you go.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
okay.
Climb to your feet,
Oh, feet.
from
Okay,
there.
okay.
My bad. And generally, you want to paddle on your knees a little bit to get where you're going.
Okay.
Then you're up.
And by the time it comes up to your feet,
Now you're
good to go.
You're doing it.
Okay.
Yes. Generally speaking, we suggest you gaze on the horizon. Don't stare at the board. It's kind of like a bicycle.
Eyes up, Anita. Eyes up.
There we go.
There's just no way. It would take me days.
Exactly.
And you were giving us
there's
some
the
tips
changeover.
as to...
So when you're switching sides,
Okay.
over here, there's kind of a sliding of the handle, releasing this top hand,
Oh.
and this handle slides up, and then you switch hands. Switch sides.
Oh, okay.
And James, you were saying make sure to engage your core. Where do your feet go? Forward?
your feet,
like this?
you're going to be basically shoulder width apart,
Okay.
and you're going to stand in like an athletic stance. So your knees are
Okay.
going to be bent a little bit, so
Okay.
you can absorb any little, waves or change.
Anita, I think we look good doing this.
There you go.
You guys take over the show. We're going to go paddle.
That's it. The greatest thing is that we've had I think over 3,000 people that we've taught or taken out, and not one of them hasn't been able to do it.
Okay,
Oh,
real quick, where are you guys
fantastic.
located?
We're out at Power and Thomas, out in the East Valley in East Mesa, right 15 minutes from Sorrel Lake, 2 minutes from the Lower Salt River.
All right.
And the event today,
Tippy Town Lake
what time?
starts at, we have a clinic at 8 to 10, and then the first race is at 11.
And then are there costs?
Costs, there'll be a day of sign up. The clinic is full, but
Okay.
we have plenty of rental boards, so just come on out and
Check it out.
check it out.
All
right, Court
Good
Thomas,
job, Ty.
thanks, guys.
You didn't fall. I'm proud
Didn't
of you. Okay, coming up next, Say It Isn't So. Did country music star Casey James, who was here in studio just a couple weeks ago, shave his head? We're debunking the cruel April Fool's joke after the break.
Plus, as the D-backs gear up for opening day, they took some time out.
In just a few minutes.
Sensitive to what is in the atmosphere. Okay, here's a look at the temperature.
Shows our sexual orientation. So, you know, that word really jumped out of the page at us.
To open up, it's a great gift for like
Yeah, it
neighbors.
is.
If you're going to an Easter dinner.
Totally.
A cute
Why,
painted
thank you
lid.
so much.
You just spray paint
Easter Bunny came early.
You've
love
got
it.
What's your name, bud?
Yeah, absolutely.
Luke, how old are you?
You got the kids over there?
3.5 years old. And what did the Easter Bunny bring you? What you got, bud? Looks like some kind of gummy bears.
He's got 4 of them in his
His
mouth.
mouth's
He
full.
can't
He's trying to be
talk.
polite.
Here, you did a great job with your sticky tape. What's your name, buddy?
Paper tape, so it's like.
What's your name?
Mason.
Mason, and you're using a mason jar. How did we plan that? We pulled that off. Good job, guys. And over here, what about this table over here?
Getting
You guys got some
incredibly crafty.
Easter grass over
guys
here.
wanna make
We want to
some-
thank A to
some jars
Z
with me
Party
for the
Planning for
flowers?
helping us out today with all of this. How you guys doing over here? How you guys doing?
Hey,
Hi.
Bella.
Oh, a little shy, but they're doing the traditional
Yeah,
dyeing
let's do
over there.
this. Look.
Tucker, have you already colored your eggs at home?
No, I'm actually throwing M&Ms to children. They love it when you do that.
That's why they're all coming over. It's like having bacon in your pocket with the dogs.
It's unbelievable. We've got a lot more on Fox and Friends, more Easter egg tips. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You like that? We need to put some voice in.
And I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
A private Christian education. The
attached.
Okay, the vet says the kittens will be ready for adoption in about 4 weeks. So good news for Lucy that she won't have to say goodbye right away.
Yeah, very cool. Well, if you step outside, you can practically smell spring in the air.
Yeah, you can see the signs everywhere, too, including off the coast of British Columbia. Check this out. 4 orca babies born in the last 3 months. Experts tell us that's a higher number than usual. The baby boom brings their total to 81 whales. A spokesperson for the center says they hope that this is a sustained upswing in the population, but he said that they will remain endangered until that population gets above 100. So we definitely like to see our species, especially ones that are endangered, on the rebound. Exactly.
Yeah, and you know, baby anything are pretty cute.
They certainly are.
Baby orca's adorable.
Well, hey, your news is always on at abc15.com. Also, download that ABC15 mobile app. We will be back in 1 hour after GMA.
Yes, but before we go, can you give us a little recap here of our 7-day?
Of course. There we go. Okay, so 89 degrees is the high tomorrow for Easter. 85 on Monday. 83 on Tuesday. Then we see Wednesday, 79 degrees. So cool temperatures move in, and then rebounding back into the 80s.
Return of the 70s.
Yes.
We like it. It was a good era. All right, guys, Good Morning America is next, and we are going to be back with you, as Nick mentioned, at 8 o'clock. So we hope to see you then.
Yeah, join us then, guys.
Pretty good this morning.
Listening to this morning?
I was listening to Lee Bryce, yeah.
So you like
part of it. You know what's funny?
Good one.
It's actually this song. You have to go. It is
And
good.
JT?
You'll sing along. It is 10 minutes long, and they just have a great time on stage. And it's in Nashville, so you know the crowd is just rocking out.
Oh, what a
and having
blast.
fun. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll go like
It's a
your
song that
Facebook
everybody
page
knows.
and check it
Well,
out.
you have to now.
I do. Well, I hope you're having a great Easter weekend as I get started here and enjoying the day. We want to get to some news now. The family of a Phoenix police officer who committed suicide after being fired
to his head, appearing to shave off every last strand of hair. Thankfully, a few days later, the prankster reveals the video was all just a cruel April Fool's joke.
All right, well, his prank really took off. Several magazines got tricked into actually thinking he had shaved his head. All right, well, still to come at 7 o'clock. Do you believe in magic? Well, after watching the story, you just might. We'll take you to Wacky Zach's Magic Shop and show you how they teach aspiring magicians of all ages.
And then we're heading out to Hickman's Easter egg hunt that Corey is just crazy about today. How they decided to add a twist to this year's hunt.
Then, did you know that April is Tortoise Adoption Month here in Arizona? Still ahead, we're going to have some tortoises in our studio live that you can consider adopting for yourself. And it is very excited about this. They're tortoises, not turtles.
I love tortoises.
There you go. We'll be right back.
She gave you the money because she felt as if you had a future together.
Right.
Then the future went.
Judge Judy, Monday at 4 on Fox 10.
Looks like it's auto action to the rescue. Hey, up here! Denied for a car loan, huh? I need a car, but my credit's history. No problem. Get in. Auto Action are the experts for cars and credit. And every car comes with the auto.
Look, these are our director Sean's kids. We've got a lot of kids out here on the plaza for our Easter extravaganza, and folks are coming out to 48th and 6th and enjoying the time with us as well as we're painting up some eggs.
Our thanks to A to Z Party Planning for setting all of this up for us this morning. And HomeTalk.com, go there to get all the tips. What can we, when you go to HomeTalk.com, we're probably going to crash your site right now because millions of people.
I'm sure you are.
What kind of tips are on that site?
It's kind of the DIY expert place. You can ask questions, and experts and homeowners will answer those questions.
Great.
Like right off. So bloggers and homeowners post to that site, and you can interact with them.
That's great.
So DIY things, those are a lot of home projects, bigger than
Home
crafts
and
as well,
garden.
right?
Absolutely.
This is what I want to be doing to my walls right now. I don't think my landlord would like it.
We want to thank the Easter Bunny for taking time out of her busy schedule. Rob O'Neill, Franklin's tomorrow. Stay tuned after the show next.
Bye.
They're lost.
A clunker.
Breaking overnight dramatic rescues. This
Knew the person who killed him. So far, no one is in custody. A 2-year-old boy.
More than 135 people.
others to hide.
Good morning. We're hearing the frantic 911 calls made to police as a suspected killer terrorized Mesa.
Plus, prom season is here, so police are trying to prevent the potentials for DUIs. Why crashes? See how they're helping before the big night.
And the D-backs for opening day on Monday, but not before they surprise some high school baseball teams with some pretty cool donations. We'll show you what they got coming up. And good morning, everybody. 7 o'clock on your Saturday morning. Absolutely beautiful out there. Take a look. This is a live picture from our South Mountain Tower cam. You see some little light breezes out there this morning, but not too bad as far as those temperatures are concerned. Around 62 degrees today, but we'll be warming up quite nicely. Around 86 degrees or so. Everybody in the valley right now waking up right around the 60s. Ahwatukee at 60 degrees. Goodyear there at 61. Wickenburg at 48. Cave Creek at 57. Up north, still a little bit brisk, up in the 20s still in Flagstaff and the Grand Canyon. Sedona there at 50 degrees. We'll have your full forecast on what you can expect for your Easter holiday coming up in just a few minutes. Already a developing story right now. We're working to learn more about what happened in North Phoenix yesterday.
Yeah, and that's where police are searching for a person of interest after a man was found dead in the backyard of his ex-girlfriend's house. This taking place yesterday morning in the area of 14th Avenue and Union Hills, and that's where police say 35-year-old Wyatt Cardani got into some type of argument with someone early Friday morning. His ex-girlfriend was there at the time, but left when the argument started. When she came back, she found Cardani dead in her backyard. Take a listen.
There's like a stalker or something. It's pretty sketch because it's really close to my house and nothing really goes on around here.
Police say the ex-girlfriend did have an order of protection against Wyatt, and they are now searching for the person who Wyatt got into the fight with. They're
1,000 jobs in March. That's the lowest since December of 2013. The unemployment rate remained the same at 5.5%.
Shot 6 people, killing one of them. Nearly a dozen calls were made to 911 that day. And
at the moment, because there is this high
6.4 inches in Louisville. That happened in just a few hours, and that was enough for a day.
These are crippling things that came about only because
really in the town where this jailbreak took place, where Batafi got out of jail. That's one of their strongholds, so that alone is a surprise and tells you a lot about the situation. But what Al-Qaeda has done in the past is take advantage of instability in the country to gain control, gain a stronger foothold, and that has everyone very worried at the moment. The Saudis say that their air campaign continues, that they've been targeting the Houthi leadership. They also say that they've been using special forces, non-combat special forces, on the ground in Aden to try and take control of it. I can hear aircraft in the air above us right now. Their Saudi jets are continuing to fly from here into Yemen. But also, importantly, the Saudis say they have also used special forces on an island right off the south coast of Yemen that is strategically important, that they say the Houthis have been using and getting the help from Iran to put weapon systems on. Now, this island is at the sort of choke point on the Gulf, where so much of the world's oil flows out of. Saudi special forces taking on Houthi militants on that island, according to sources. So this has many dimensions: the Al-Qaeda dimension, the Houthis, the potential for interrupting international oil flows, and the UN now calling for this emergency session to discuss the fighting for a humanitarian pause. 519 people, according to the UN, killed so far, and the hospitals there running out of medical supplies. Victor?
More about that. Dick Robertson, thank you so much.
So let's bring in CNN senior United Nations correspondent Richard Roth. Richard, good to see you this morning. What have you...
Backyard swimming pool. It happened at this home near 36th Avenue in Missouri. Firefighters say the boy's uncle